name's John Wolters. Work as a gearbox guy at Andretti Autosports, responsible for building all the IndyCar gearboxes. Wanted to get into racing in high school. My family suggested write letters to IndyCar teams and try to get involved. Jim McGee suggested go work at the Barber Dodge Pro Series, so followed that lead. Went down to Sebring, Florida, moved down there, went to go work for Barber Dodge Pro Series, and the rest is history. Been in racing since 2001. I always knew that IndyCar ministry was out there. I didn't know anything about the small groups they were doing in the shops. A friend of mine, I was kind of giving him a hard time because we were supposed to go to lunch and they ditched me to go to this thing. They wouldn't tell me what it was, and I was like giving them a hard time, and they're like, why don't you just come have lunch with us? We're going in the engineering office to go eat lunch. And I'm like, man, I'm staying out of the engineering office. I could care less. But I gave in, went in and sat in there, and that's the first time I remember meeting Jason Holt. I sat back there and I was like, man, this is interesting, but still, me being me, I'm like, pretty sure I got my life. I think I got everything squared away. I'll come check this out next week. And that week I actually started getting involved, talking to them, asking questions, and then it just carried on where I was emailing Jason about like reading the Bible. My whole life I've had Bibles, I just never read them, and I'm like, to be honest, I can't understand it. And Jason got me a Bible that I could actually understand. I believe Chuck and Jason, I view them as very good friends. I know at any point I could call them and say, hey, I got a problem, I believe both of them are gonna help me out. There's a lot more behind than just going over and praying. They're there spiritually, mentally. They're there to support the whole IndyCar paddock and the Road to Indy paddock. I can use like this year's Indy 500 as a good example. And Alexander Rossi smoked turn 2 wall, and Jason was on his way out to go catch a flight back to Florida and had it on the radio. And by the time he had got to the airport, he texted, he goes, man, I don't know what you're going through, but I really feel bad for you. So it's a pretty neat deal knowing that no matter what you're going through at the racetrack, those guys, they're always on your side.